Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Mr. Collector, and I gotta tell you, I have had the most frustrating time in this last couple of hours. I've been trying to get this video together, and technology has just been kicking me in the butt. Oh my God, it's like, "Argh." So anyway, I finally figured out how to go to plan B, because when shit doesn't work out, you just got to move on and go to plan B, and that's where I'm at. So with that said, let's get going. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but it's been quite an exciting time in the collecting world. Yeah, well, first of all, WandaVision. Can we just talk about that for a second? All right, so by the time that I started collecting my Hot Toys, Vision and Scarlet Witch were gone. And as you know, when it comes to the secondary market, it's just too freaking expensive. And there was no way that I was going to pay for that type of money, pay for those figures for that amount of money. It was like crazy, right? And it wasn't getting any better. I mean, if anything, Vision was getting so ridiculous that I was like, there was just no way, and as tempted as I was and as much as I wanted, I just couldn't do it. And then, whoa, they announced that they are coming out with Vision and Scarlet Witch at a great price, right through Sideshow, making my little payments for 2022. I'm good. I am so good. Yeah, I'm really stoked about that. And then let's see what other good news. Oh, if you guys are into Integrity Toys and you belong to the W Club, I mean, that has been such an interesting journey for me because, I have never been in a situation where it's so top secret. Yeah, it's like, you pay for your membership, and when you go on their site, there are no toys. No dolls whatsoever to be found. So I was baffled by that. I was totally baffled by that. I was like, what the heck is going on, right? And this is before I realized the system. So what happens is that they are basically they sell through distributors only. They don't have a website. Right? Like none. The website, the only thing you're going to get is a listing of the distributors. Now, so here's the deal with that. The distributors are allowed to charge whatever they want. The base price for Integrity dolls is, let's say, Integrity Toys is probably around $150, right? $150, $170, around there. So when a figure comes out, or a doll comes out, that's the time to get it, right? Because that's going to be the best price. The longer it sits, the more the distributors could raise the price. So I've learned that the hard way, right? So I got the collection of, it came and went, and all of a sudden I realized that there was a collection out there of American Horror, the Coven, right? The Witch series, and I was like, that was my favorite one. I was like, whoa, no way. So sure enough, through different distributors and through eBay, I was managed to get all 6 figures. But the figures that came out at $150, by the time that I got, I think it was the Angela Bassett character, she was $300. Right? And compared to Hot Toys, that's nothing. That's nothing. And I think that was my logic behind it, but I had to get the complete set, and I'm so glad that I did. But now I'm hooked. Hooked. And with that, I then got onto, a site. I don't know how they're asking me if I want to be a member. I'm like, yeah, pay my membership. And once you become a membership, then you become exclusive. And I was like, all right, I'm good with that. And I'm so glad that I did, because it has been quite exciting. It's like Comic-Con all over again, because what it is that They have the new line coming out, and they make a big secretive production of it. And next thing you know, through your code, you could they let you know to go onto YouTube and watch the live videos. And with the live videos, you could see the new models coming out, and then they tell you how they're going to go about making it possible for you to purchase them. So this year they actually make an exclusive deal with Hot Toys. I mean, with Sideshow Collectibles, and which is fantastic. So tomorrow, people, is a big day, because tomorrow they're doing a introduction line on Sideshow at a really good price before it sells to the main public. So if you are a member of the W Club, tomorrow at noon on Sideshow is going to be the introduction of, I believe, $2 for sure. One of them, I think, oh my God, her last name is Luna. What is Alexandra Luna? Something like that. Is a transgender doll. The first one, I believe. Beautiful. I mean, this doll is freaking beautiful. That's a high fashion, high quality dolls. And I know you guys have seen them on the Sideshow Collectible. It may not be your thing, but it may be somebody's thing and somebody else's thing. And I got to say that I noticed that all of the Integrity dolls on Sideshow are on waitlist. So that says a lot. That says a lot. So my friends, tomorrow is going to be a big day, and you better count your bottom dollar that I am going to be there. Be there ready. So that was another freaking great news. And then the other thing that as far as Integrity dolls, they also are coming, Integrity Toys, they're also coming out with the new Gem and the Holograms collection. I believe they are some on the wait list on the site of Sideshow, but they are introducing the two new ones that are coming out, and I'm really excited about them because I have my collection of the Gem collection is coming out pretty cool. They're really fun, high end, colorful, fun collection. So keep that in mind. And then the other thing, besides the frustration of technology that I've had today, I found out last night actually, that one of my collectibles that I had paid for, and I believe it was the Chitauri Commander. I already got the Chitauri Foot Soldier. He's waiting for me to open him up, and I'm really excited about that. So I checked last night to see when I was how many more payments I had to make on the Commander, and I have one last payment, but it said that my order was canceled. So tomorrow I am going to be talking with Sideshow, and I'm pretty sure that it's all going to work out, because this is what happened. The credit card that I have been using was compromised. And of course, as soon as that happens, you just get a new one. So I did, got a new one. But one thing that I want you to know, and trust me, collectors, pay attention to this. It's important that you have a relationship with your collection. That means that you always have to check on it. You always got to go say hello. Say hello. How are we doing today? Because as you know, through Sideshow, Hot Toys, a lot of times that, you were supposed to get a figure, and next thing you know, 6 months later, we still don't have that figure. So we have to continuously check to make sure that we're on top of it and know when something is going to come in. So with that said, I got to tell you that when you change anything on Sideshow, you just can't change it on your home page. So if, for example, you change your address, right? Because I have 2 addresses. Well, if I'm in one location, I thought that if I would just go on the top and then say, oh, deliver to this location, right? This is my default address. That does not change the entire order of all your orders. It only changes your future orders. So anything that you had ordered to a different address, you have to go in manually and change that address. So keep that in mind. You have to go through every single order and change the address. The same thing happened to me with the credit card. I thought that I had to go on the top of my page and get my credit card information, get rid of the other one. That doesn't change the entire site, which I think is really screwed up. I really hate that because a lot of people don't know it. They don't tell you that, right? I found out the hard way. So with that, you have to go through every order and change your credit card. Right? If you update it, you want a different credit card, you got to make sure that to that order, you have the correct one. I myself thought that I had changed every freaking order that I had. And what you not know, it seems that I missed one. And that was my Shatari Commander. So tomorrow morning, because they were closed for the weekend, I just found out last night, I'm hoping they're going to help me out. And trust me, I'm going to give you that information and let you know how it works out, because it's really, really important that you understand how that system works. It's really a shitty way to find out. But that's why I say, that's one of the reasons I say that you have to marry your collection. You have to treat it like it's a relationship. Get up every day and say, hey, honey, how you doing? Right? Because it really is really important. And as you know, it's a lot of money. And what happens is that I am lucky enough that, for example, I'm hoping that they can help me out, but I'm lucky that the figure is still available. Because if they're out of stock and all of a sudden they say they canceled your order and it goes to someone else, then you're screwed. And what are they going to say? Oh, well, we'll just about to give you your money back, but then you're going to lose on the figure. So please, please, please make sure that you stay on top of that. Really important, really, really important. Okay, so that's the one of the things that I really wanted to stress out to you. And when I say that my day has been really frustrating, it's been all of that. It was like, and then I had this video all set up, and I was going to do it a lot earlier, but my technology today was not agreeing with me in any way, shape, or form. So finally, I figured out a way to go around it, and here I am. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is when you order from Hong Kong. Really, 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 really important. Okay? So remember that. When you order from Hong Kong, it's very different than, the process is very different than when you order from the United States, and it's different in this way. So on Hong Kong listings, for example, let's say, popular one is TNS Figures, another one is Toys Wonderland. And compared to the United States, they have a better price, right? Because they're made in Japan, and they're not, they don't have to export them here. So with that, it's a better price. But the one thing you have to realize, that you're going to pay a lot of money for shipping. Right? So let's say that you order a figure that is, let's say $240, right? That's about an average of a hot toy collectible there. And when it's paid off, or they're ready to ship it, they'll ask you which shipment would you like, and you have probably like 3 or 4 choices. Well, the sooner you get it, the more expensive it's going to be. And the shipping could actually be like, let's say, $100 for it. If not, let's say maybe the average is $50 to get it shipped. So now your figure that you thought you were paying a good price for is now $50 to $100 more. Plus the frustration that is going to get to you later. So those are things to consider, right? That when you order from Hong Kong, that is one of the issues, because also too, they hold the package. They hold it, at customs. They go through all of this checkup, and they investigate everything, and sometimes they even open, I think. So keep that in mind. The other thing too is that if it's coming from Hong Kong, most likely you're not going to get a shipper box. Right? And I know that for a lot of collectors, a shipper box is really important. I know that When I'm buying a figure, let's say through eBay or something, when they say shipper box, that makes a world of difference, right? Because it's more protection for the figure and the price value goes up, is better. So please keep that in mind. The other thing that I wanted to say to you is that as a collector, pay attention to your budget. Yeah, I know. I remember when I started collecting, it was all about G.I. Joe. I love my G.I. Joes. Oh my God, I love them. Love them. But we come from a humble background. Okay, better word. We were poor. I couldn't get the toys that I wanted to get. I think that's why I'm so addicted, because now I can get whatever I want, right? So it's a big difference making up for that time. But I had some cousins that they had their collections, and I would go to their house and play with them, and the Wild West stuff, and then G.I. Joe for sure, and oh my God, I was in heaven. And I remember the first toys that I got with Amigos, right? My first one was Aquaman. Love my Aquaman, took him everywhere. And then on top of that, because we couldn't afford anything, I would get like old shirts and whatever my mom was going to throw away, and I would cut it up and I would make clothes for my G.I. Joes, right? Because I finally got one G.I. Joe that a cousin gave me, and that's how I started like creating, fun stuff for myself, because I was trying to make it work. So fast forward to, I think, 1980s. I'm at I think Toys R Us or wherever the heck I was, and I see G.I. Joe. Oh, that changed everything. It was Duke. He had the fuzzy hair, 12-inch. Had to get him. Well, big mistake, because then I was hooked. After that, I had a partner who then bought me 2 vintage G.I. Joes. Oh my God, love. They got me the deep sea diver and I believe the commander, and oh my God, that was it. Next thing I know, my collection kept growing and growing. I remember when I was at FAO Schwartz, and a figure that I wanted was over $100, and I was like, oh my God, that's so expensive, right? That's so expensive. But I got it. And so that was like my holy grail. Oh my God, I love that one. So all of a sudden, years go by, and I see a hot toy. And I saw the price of it. I was like, freak, no way am I going to pay that much for that. This is a toy. Are you kidding me? Well, times have changed. Because finally, when I was at a place where it was doable, and I saw these amazing freaking figures coming out that would look so just like the characters that I saw in movies and television, I was like, wow. I was blown away. And the price, I was really blown away. It freaked me out. Yeah. So collectors, budgeting, so important. Now, I know that you guys watch these YouTube videos, and I myself, I'm guilty of it. I want it all. I see some of these amazing collections, and it's like I'm salivating. And the displays that these collectors have, and the abundance, it's like, wow, it's so like, oh, surreal. But you got to be smart. You got to be smart about it, right? Because the reality, the first thing that comes to mind is that, if you're older and you have responsibilities like paying rent and your electricity and your gas and feed your children or feed yourself, that comes first. Take care of that. Muy importante. Take care of that, right? Go on a budget. If you really wanted that bad, go on a budget. You'll be surprised how $1.25 adds up. Yeah, it does. It adds up. Sometimes you put 20. Whatever it is, right? It adds up. Really, really important that you stay in check with that, because it really becomes outrageous. And not only that, but the prices aren't going down. The prices of these figures, if you notice, now when a great figure comes out, and especially a hot toy figure, the average was 250. But before that, it was like 100 and something, and that was like, wow, that was so expensive, right? Then it went into the twos. Well, now easily a great figure is 4 and 5. And when you hear people talk about 4 and 5, it's like it's nothing. That's just crazy. That's freaking expensive. High end means expensive. I don't care how you slice it. It's freaking expensive. You could say all you want. It's freaking expensive, and it's not for everybody, right? Right? But just like a good thing, the price value on these collections is a good one, and it goes up. Right? When you have a good figure that everybody wants, that price goes up. So this is why I'm telling you, when a figure comes out and you can put it on a payment plan, go for it. If you can do it, go for it. Right? Because even with the payment plans, I'm noticing that, now in some figures they only do like 2 payments. Well, 2 payments is 100 and something for each payment, at least. Right? Well, that adds up. That's a lot of money. I don't care how you slice it, that's a lot of money, right? But there's some figures that you could put $20, $25 down, and then your payments for whatever a month, if it's coming out in 2022, is around $50. Well, that's a lot more doable to me, right? So remember this, it's not going to get any cheaper. I freaking hate telling you that, but it's true. When you see a figure that comes out, on Sideshow especially, right? Sideshow Collectibles, when you see a figure that comes out and it's fresh, that's the best price you're going to get. That's the best price you're going to get. So remember that. If it goes into the secondary market, things change. Things are going to change. If it's a figure that you really, really want, trust me when I tell you, a lot of people really, 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 really want it too. Right? So keep that in mind. So important. Okay? So if there's any way that you can get on a payment plan through Sideshow or whatever site you use, that's really the best way to go. Right? And the reason why Sideshow does so well as well is because they do have these payment plans that you can do, and it makes it affordable and attainable for us to get, right? Where some other companies, you have to pay full amount. Full amount may be a better price, but they still $150, $200 is still full amount. So that's something to consider. Then also consider that if you get it through Hong Kong or a different country, the shipping is really going to add a lot more to it. So you have to consider that, and also the wait time may be longer. Consider that. Right? The other thing that's great about certain companies is that they offer reward points. So in Hong Kong, I believe Toys Wonderland, TNS Figures, they do reward points. But they do not compare to the system and the reward points from Sideshow Collectibles. Because there, for example, I think Toys Wonderland, let's say the reward points of, let's say you pay a figure, you have to pay $200 to be able to get a $20 discount. That's it. Right? And they give you a scale of, I think if, you pay something for $50, you get $5 discount. Right? And the discount is a discount. There's nothing wrong with that. But at Sideshow, you could add those points and those points. Okay, to add them for an entire year from when you purchase the figure, then your membership for 1 year. Those points are good. You could use them. Well, if you buy enough, you're going to have, if you buy plenty, I would say, you're going to have enough points where you could actually get a figure for free. So I myself, I believe I've gotten 2 free figures. I got the Dex Darth Maul DX18 and Yoda. Freaking love it. Freaking love it. And when I got those figures and I see what people are paying for them now, and I'm like, oh my God, I got those on my reward points. It's exciting. It's exciting, right? So think about those things, right? That when you're going to purchase something, it's either something that you're going to be able to get back from it, where Amazon, eBay, paying straight up in certain sites, you're not going to get anything back, right? So that's one way of thinking of investing, right? If you want to grow your collection and you get something as a return, that's really a pretty sweet deal. So think about that. Then the other thing about Sideshow too is that, and let me tell you, I don't know nothing about the company. I don't know the people there. I don't know nothing. I'm just talking to you from my experience. And my experience is telling me that, my experience is telling you that it's a smart way to go. It's a smart way to go. So think about it. You not only get reward points for the figures that you have paid off, but they also do promotions. Comic-Con. Oh my God, at Comic-Con, it was the first time it was online because of COVID. I myself don't go to Comic-Con, right? Because the thought of spending, what is it, like $300 or something to get in, and then on top of that, salivating of all the things that I want that I just can't get, I don't put myself through that torture. I could take that $300 and something and invest it in a figure, and that gives me plenty of pleasure for a long time. The fact that they did it online, I think it's going to change the game for the future. I think that even if Comic-Con opens up, they will be really dumb not to showcase it online, because the volume of people that were able to reserve things and order things so seamless, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. But it was an amazing experience, I gotta say, because you were able to get reward codes and put it in, and you get $1 here, $5 there. Well, that shit adds up, right? So think about that. Think about your collection as a relationship, right? How can you both be happier? Really, really important, right? Because it is a lot of money, and it is quite an investment. And, if you're 13 years old and younger, you have no business listening to me, right? You just turn it off, right? Because it really is for the affordable pocket. It really is. It's not something that you're going to trash away in the sand. It's really it's like gold to us, So keep that in mind. So my friends, I am going to leave you with that right now, because this video is already a little bit on the long side, and I am not showcasing any of my collection yet, because this platform is for me to also educate you, give you information about what it is that is going to make you a brighter collector, right? Make sure that you make some of the good choices by somebody else's experience, right? Also, too, we're going to be discussing cabinets. I know everybody's into the detox. I know that. They're affordable, all the reasons. We're going to talk about the cabinets in another episode, because I have some great ideas for you as well on that. Then the other thing too is that I noticed that in a lot of the sites for Hot Toys especially, everybody basically has the same collection, right? Some collections are bigger than others, but a new figure comes out and everybody's showcasing it, right? That's not going to be this channel. Sorry to tell you, that's not going to be this channel. But I am going to be showcasing special items. I'm going to be mixing it up. I'm going to be showing you, because I have Hot Toys, right? But I'm going to show you how you can, like I said before, how you can mix one collection with another and make them look really special and sweet, right? I'm going to show you, the difference between a Sideshow collectible and a Hot Toy collectible. Okay? You can see the difference in the value market, right? That's really, really important. Also, too, I'm going to be showcasing, like I said, some dolls that I want to also bring in women. I want women to come on in, and, and guys are also into dolls, because I'm into dolls as well. And, and Barbies and all that good stuff. But we got so much to talk about and so much to cover. But I'm so glad that you were able to join me for my first episode. Yes. Yes. And give me some feedback. Let me know what you thought of my introduction video. Yeah, I had my husband put that together for me this morning. And that was such a big help for me, because I am so busy doing so many things. It was so great, and I was so impressed that he pulled that together as fast as he did, and I'm really, really thrilled about that. So, hope you like it. Hope you enjoy this channel. Please subscribe. Yes. Like, comment, give me some feedback. Tell me what you want me to talk about. It's all about being positive and hopeful, and together our collection will grow. All right. So have a good one, my buds. Take care, and I will talk to you mañana. See ya.